The Boston Celtics are on the brink of a monumental summer, and the rumor mill surrounding their roster is swirling with potential moves that could reshape the team. As the NBA offseason heats up, it's clear that the Celtics are facing pressure to make tough decisions in order to stay competitive while managing their salary cap. With multiple players potentially on the move and the looming reality of trimming payroll, Boston's front office is evaluating every possible option to build around their superstar, Jayson Tatum. In a recent live appearance on the Pat McAfee Show, ESPN's Shams Charania shed some light on the Celtics' trade plans, sending shockwaves through the league and fueling speculation about who might be dealt. Charania's comments were clear and concise. No one is off the table except Tatum. When McAfee asked if every player but Tatum was available, Charania responded with a simple, "Essentially." That answer alone tells you everything you need to know about Boston's mindset going into this offseason. Everything is negotiable. Charania elaborated on the Celtics situation, pointing out the significant names currently in trade discussions. "The other big-ticket item, I think, this offseason is the Celtics, and what are they going to do?" Charania said. "The primary focus, from my understanding, with the Celtics offseason has been Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, Sam Hauser. Those guys are being actively discussed in trade markets. Of course, it's no surprise that Holiday, Porzingis, and Hauser are in the mix given their contract situations and skill sets. But the real intrigue lies with the two players who have been central to Boston's success in recent years, Jaylen Brown and Derrick White. Jaylen Brown, the longest tenured star with the most to lose. Jaylen Brown is arguably the most polarizing player in Boston's locker room right now. The 2024 NBA Finals MVP has been the face of the Celtics' second-star duo alongside Tatum for years, but his future with the team remains uncertain. The former third pick in the 2016 NBA draft has long been rumored in trade discussions, and this summer could be the tipping point for a potential departure. Brown's stock is higher than ever, and his value to the Celtics is undeniable. Yet, so is his value around the league. Recently recovering from a partially torn meniscus in his right knee, Brown is expected to be back to full health by training camp, making him an even more enticing trade target. Despite the injury setback, Brown's potential remains limitless. Teams like the San Antonio Spurs have been linked to him, with many speculating that they could offer a massive package to pry him away from Boston. However, Charania noted that the Celtics likely don't want to part ways with their longest tenured player, especially since Brown is entering the second year of his 5-year, $295 million supermax extension for the 2025 to 2026 season. Still, if a rival team is willing to make a lucrative offer, possibly involving a combination of draft picks, young players, and established stars, Boston could be compelled to reevaluate their stance. If the right deal presents itself, they might have to pull the trigger. Brown's future in Boston is no longer a sure thing, and Celtics fans should brace themselves for the possibility of an unexpected blockbuster trade. Derrick White, the unsung hero who may just be too valuable to keep. If you think Jaylen Brown is the most talked-about player on the Celtics roster, think again. Derrick White has quietly established himself as one of the most important and perhaps most underrated players in Boston. White's all-around contributions on both ends of the floor have made him a favorite of head coach Joe Mazzulla, and his well-rounded game is a crucial part of the Celtics' success. White's presence has helped the Celtics remain competitive despite various lineup changes over the years. His defensive prowess has been essential to their identity, particularly in high-stakes matchups against teams like the Miami Heat and Milwaukee Bucks. As Charania pointed out, White is well-liked within the organization, but he's also one of the team's most tradable assets. If another team is willing to offer a package that includes a young talent and/or future draft capital, Boston may have to entertain the possibility of letting go of their starting guard. After all, with Tatum's future as the cornerstone of the franchise, it's hard to say no to a potential deal that enhances their long-term outlook. What's at stake for Boston? The Celtics are sitting in a uniquely precarious position this offseason. Tatum's ruptured Achilles tendon leaves a massive void in their immediate future, and the front office knows it has to build a squad that can support him once he's back at full strength. Given the uncertain timeline of Tatum's recovery, the Celtics' decisions this summer will have far-reaching consequences on how they contend over the next few years.